Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So in this episode of Review Flicks, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Blade MCU movie starring Mahershala Ali, and it looks like it's set to adapt the Daughter of Blade storyline. So if you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the movie and streaming news we have going on this channel. And with that done, we're going to be jumping into this article here from Comic Flick News. So, Blade reboot incorporates Daughter of Blade storyline. So, despite Blade undergoing yet another rewrite, insiders report that the film remains committed to incorporating the Daughter of Blade plotline. So yeah, when it comes to this potential storyline of, the Daughter of Blade being in this movie, then I think a lot of people are going to be very upset and unhappy with it because it's another female at the forefront of a movie. A lot of people are going to feel that it's forced into the movie when it doesn't need to be there. But whether people are right or wrong to feel that way, it's going to be the sentiment of a lot of people out there. But anyway, let's keep reading and see if we can learn a little bit more about what's going on with this movie. So, Kevin Feige's post-Avengers Endgame strategy for the MCU has emphasized diversity by introducing new characters. So, Echo star Aleka Cox recently confirmed the authenticity of the Multiverse SHIU, or MCU. So, there was a news story going around a little while ago where, Aleka Cox, who played Echo, she was being interviewed, and on film she was doing her sign language because the actual actress is deaf, and she was doing her sign language, and she sign languaged the actual term MCU, but she got stopped. She sort of stopped halfway through it, and a lot of people made a big deal out of it, whether it was or where it wasn't a big deal. And a lot of people say, oh, she confirmed that the MCU is actually a thing, and whether it's worthy of news or not, I'm not really sure, but I'm just letting you guys know what happened in that case. So, in the case of Blade, it's speculated that the Daughter of Blade will take on the mantle in the MCU, aligning with Feige's approach of introducing fresh faces to the franchise, a move that wouldn't come as a shock. Yeah, so it seems like, there's a lot of females that are kind of, leading the MCU at the moment as it goes. And as I say, there's a lot of people out there that are very unhappy. They feel that these characters are being forced into these positions, and they feel that, the MCU, as you like, they feel like it's woke and that it's broke, and, a lot of people are just very unhappy with it. As I say, whether it's right or wrong, that's not for me to say. I'm just a news channel, just kind of reporting on the news. But a lot of people definitely won't be happy, with this news of the Blade of Daughter. The Daughter of Blade, not the Blade of Daughter. The Daughter of Blade storyline. People won't be happy with it. That's what I was trying to say. So, obviously, we've got the comic book cover here. So, we've got Bloodline, Daughter of Blade. And we've got Blade in the background here. We've got vampires behind. And then we've got the Daughter of Blade with the kind of iconic katana. Pretty damn cool. I've never actually read this story, so I can't say, whether it's a good story or not. That's hard for me to tell. But if there's anyone watching this video that has read this story or knows anything about this story, post it in the comment section. Is it worth being adapted? Was it a good story? Try not to spoil it for anybody if they haven't read it, but just let us know. Is it a good story, and is it worth being adapted? What do you think about it? So let's keep going. So Lillith targets Blade's daughter. So according to Daniel RPK, he's a scooper on Twitter and, online kind of movie news. He seems to be an industry insider. We follow him quite closely here on the channel. And he gets a lot of scoops right. Doesn't always get everything accurate or right, but most of the time he is quite correct on what he says. So I like to follow the news that he gives. So the upcoming Blade movie remains a period piece and is confirmed to have an R rating. I don't know how you do a Blade movie without an R rating. Like, I really don't. Because it's just like, it's called Blade. It's about a guy who, chops vampires up with a big blade. I mean, it's kind of ripe for being R-rated. It would kind of feel a bit kind of underwhelming if it wasn't. Kind of like if you had a Deadpool movie that wasn't R-rated, it would be a bit disappointing, So, furthermore, the scoop reveals that Lillith is set to emerge as the primary antagonist, driven by her quest to obtain Blade's daughter's blood in order to assemble an army of Daywalkers. So for those of you who may not know, Daywalkers, they're basically like vampires who can, walk around in the daytime. Like Blade, he's a Daywalker, he's a vampire, he's half vampire, half human. So he has all the kind of traits and powers of vampires, increased durability, increased strength, all that kind of stuff. Everything that vampires have, but he can also kind of walk around in the sunlight, whereas obviously normal vampires will burst into flames if they do that. So, rumors suggest that Lilith's weapon of choice will be none other than the Ebony Blade. So, yeah, it looks like Lillith could be in this movie. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to quickly head over to Marvel Wiki and have a quick read of this Lillith character so you guys can get a better sort of understanding of who this character actually is and what she might be up to in the new movie. So, landing over here on Villains Wiki, we can go down and have a quick read of Lillith and see who this character potentially will be in the upcoming Blade movie. So, Lillith is a degenerated goddess from the Marvel Universe, loosely based on the villain of biblical lore. She is the self-proclaimed mother of all demons. In a similar manner to how Echidna is labelled the mother of all monsters in Greek mythology, she is the main antagonist in the Midnight Sun series. So, it is believed that Lillith played a role in the formation of vampires while in Atlantis, as several beings have called her the mother of vampires. So, in retaliation for her actions, she was imprisoned inside the belly of a Leviathan by Atlantean wizards. That sounds pretty crazy and out there as it is. So, according to the legend, she is also the same Lillith that attempted to seduce Adam. It is rumoured that she captured unbaptized children and devoured them in order to produce demons. She did what? She's the same Lillith that attempted to seduce Adam, obviously Adam and Eve, you know, in the Garden of Eden, and rumoured she captured unbaptized children and devoured them in order to produce demons. That is absolutely crazy. Just kidnapping unbaptized children and turning them into demons. I mean, like, what? I'm not sure we're going to see that in a Blade movie, but so Queen of Evil, Mother of Demons. So, superhuman physical attributes, sorcery, energy blast, telepathy and force fields, divination, teleportation, summoning, hobby, looking after her demons, goals, destroy the Midnight Suns, conquer the world, and she's a hegemonic goddess. So yeah, she's this kind of mother of vampires. You know, she was encapsulated in a Leviathan, and she kidnaps children and turns them into demons. So, seeing this villain pop up in the Blade movie would be pretty insane. I'm not sure how much they would adapt that backstory into the actual movie itself, because obviously Marvel changes a lot of stuff from the source material when they adapt it into the movie. But this character just sounds kind of crazy and unhinged, the mother of all demons and kind of vampires. And yeah, I think she sounds really, really cool, and I would love to see something like this pop up in a Blade movie. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you that little bit of information for those of you who may not know who Lillith is when it comes to the kind of Marvel and Blade universe. So, landing back over here on the article, let's go down. So, rumours surrounding the upcoming Blade flick suggest a 1920s setting. I think that would be so cool. I love that time period. I think I love the fashion sense. I love the kind of the vibe of the 1920s. I think it's so cool. And have a Blade movie set then would be something really, really unique that we haven't seen before. So with Blade mentioning a young girl who could potentially be his daughter, Dracula's daughter, or another vampire child. So reports also indicate that Mahershala Ali, a two-time Oscar winner, expressed dissatisfaction with the script, leading to the recruitment of a new writer. Ali is reported taking a more hands-on approach to ensure the movie meets his standards. But then again, he's an actor. I mean, you know, actors don't really have a say in how the movie is, you know, the production side of the movie. They're there to kind of read the script, act out, you know, the character that's been written for them. You know, on very few occasions, there are actors who have the kind of caliber where directors will actually listen to them and, you know, change the movie according to what the actor says. But, you know, that's very few and far between. And, you know, he is a two-time Oscar winner. So I would assume that the production side of the movie will actually listen to what he has to say. Because if they was to let Mahershala Ali walk away from this movie, that would be a major mistake on Marvel's part. He's a two-time Oscar winner. I mean, who would be a better caliber actor to play Blade than a two-time Oscar winner? Absolutely insane. So, in a statement from December, Ali expressed optimism about the project's progress. He says, quote, "We're working on it. That's the best I could tell you. I'm really encouraged with the direction of the project. I think we'll be back at it relatively soon." So, yeah, obviously he put out this PR statement saying that he's happy with the way that it's going. He feels encouraged by it. But for all we know, it could have been cancelled. He could have walked away from the project. And this could just be a PR spin for him just to keep fans happy for the moment. We don't really know, but it seems like this movie has been in development hell for years. It seems like it was announced, you know, like 20 years ago, and we're still talking about it now. And yeah, whether we're ever going to get to see this movie, you know, who knows? But I'm excited to see it, you know, when it eventually does come out, because I mean, look at this artist, you know, rendering here of Mahershala Ali as Blade. He looks absolutely insane. I think he would kill it in this role. But it's just a shame that the development has been so kind of all over the place because, you know, it would be nice if it was a bit more streamlined and we had the movie already. But unfortunately, it seems to be a bit all over the place. So, is a female Blade coming to the modern MCU? So, with the Blade movie set in the 1920s and rumoured plot featuring Blade mentioning a female protege, it appears that Feige and his team may be laying the groundwork for a female character to become the present-day Blade in the MCU. So, despite hopes that much of this plot has been discarded, Daniel RPGA suggests they are sticking to it. The question arises, why does Lillith simply target Blade for his blood? Blade is scheduled for release on November 7th, 2025, directed by Jan Demarge. While Mia Goth is rumoured to play Lillith, she is currently facing legal troubles, having been sued by an extra on the set of Maxine, alleging intentional injury during the filming of a scene. Yeah, just to go off on a side tangent for a second. So Mia Goth, you know, she was on a set of a movie and apparently she injured someone by kicking them or something like that. And it's really, really bad. I was going to make a video about it. I might still do it on the channel, guys. But go and Google it if you're interested in reading about that story about Mia Goth being sued because she injured someone on set. It's quite interesting, so I suggest you go and read up on it. But yeah, guys, so it looks like we've got multiple different pieces of news when it comes to this Blade story. So it looks like they may be having the daughter of Blade storyline, where Blade is going to be potentially training, you know, a protege, female Blade, who's going to take over the mantle. And it looks like we're going to have Lillith, kind of the mother of demons, or, you know, the kind of the person responsible for the vampires. She's going to be in there trying to get, you know, Blade's daughter's blood so she can make daywalkers, vampires that can walk in the daytime. So, you know, it could end up being a very interesting story. But as I say, there's going to be a lot of people out there that take issue with the fact that there could be a female Blade at the forefront. A lot of people won't like that because they're going to say that it's forced diversity and it's woke. But I'm not here to comment on whether they feel right or wrong about that, guys. I'm just here to give you the news. But guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this storyline for the potential, I should say the potential storyline, because we don't know if it's actually true yet. But let me know what you think about it anyway, guys. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, comments, and opinions. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.